Everyone, it's Michael here at Home Health Success Academy. I just want to be able to talk to you guys about a quick marketing tip that I want to be able to help you guys with. From using the proper marketing material or products, with in addition to be able to save the money that you have. So this particular video is about donut marketings. And countless times I see a lot of marketers out there, marketers that I work with, that I've done in the past as well, will use donuts to be able to market their company. It gives them an excuse to be able to come in to bring something for people, because part of marketing is that we have to fill their stomachs a little bit, but at the same time is how do we do it at a cost effective way. And if you're an owner of a home health agency, or you lead a team of marketers, or if you are a marketer, you want to be able to look at the cost that you have, the cost that you use with your marketing materials. And I've seen marketers out there will go out, visit so many people, and will bring in like a dozen donuts. Now, does that work? Of course, it works because you're trying to give something to get something back. Okay. But the biggest problem is I also see a lot of complaints and heard a lot of complaints where people say, "Well, Michael, I brought a dozen donuts, but they still never gave me any patients or any referrals." And I always have this belief it's not the one time giving, but the continuous giving, to be able to give you a continual reason to keep on going back into these facilities. So one of my favorite marketing materials when it comes to donut marketing is not giving them a dozen donuts. It's giving them donuts in several locations for me to keep on coming back. One of my favorite ones that's cost effective is the croissantdoughnut. Okay, so if you know people from New York, there's this famous bakery there where people will line up for blocks to be able to get the opportunity to be able to purchase a croissant. And a croissant is a mixture, a combination of a croissant that's been converted into a donut. And one company that makes something similar to it is Dunkin' Donuts, for example. So if you are in the United States of America, I sure hope that there's a Dunkin' Donuts nearby to you guys. Okay, and if there's not, you better start calling the company to get some there. So if you purchase a croissant donut, because they cannot use the word cronut, what you would do is you would get them in a box like this. Okay, so you can see here, here's a cronut inside of this. And it's very cost effective. It's not that expensive. It's a little bit more costly than your typical, Boston cream or, your glaze or whatsoever it is. But it has a nice little packaging that you have that you can have an opportunity to put your business card in it. You can put a sticker of your company to make sure that you are actually promoting your company so they know where it's coming from. But a lot of times also is how you give the donut. So when you walk into a facility, you don't just go in, "I have donuts for you guys, listen to me." Because the moment you give that donut, the moment you give that either that cronut that you purchased or that dozen donuts that you have, you lost power. So what I would typically do is when I have a conversation, I would literally just put the donut in front of me in that counter, for example, and not give it to them right away. You want them to be looking at you and allow them to give you time to be able to tell about your services, to talk about your products, to talk about how amazing your product is, and if they start referring patients to you, how you can care for them. So you want to leave that in front of you. Okay, so donut, put that in front of you right there and then when you're having the conversations, to give them that, that thing of that, if I let this person talk, maybe he might give me that donut. Okay. So by you doing that, that's going to allow you to be able to present your company, to be able to give them and give you time to be able to explain yourselves. Now look, not only just one time will it take for them to refer to you. I always go back in a lot of business statistics where it takes about 5 to 7, talks and visits and touches, as they may say, before somebody may actually start referring to you. So we're talking about 5 to 7 no's. They said no several times, whether they said no, really no, or they'll say something like, "We already have an agency we're working with." It doesn't matter, but it takes about 5 to 7 no's. And so it takes about 5 to 7 visits before you actually potentially can get that yes, potentially get them to start referring patients to you. Does it happen where the moment you visit the first time that they're going to actually refer patients to you? Of course, it has happened to me numerous times. And it has happened to you probably, or even other people out there numerous times as well. But rarely does it happen on that first visit. It's building that relationship that is the most important thing. So whether you're giving a donut or a cronut or whatever you're doing, it's being able to continuously visit them. It's what we call the laws of proximity. By you being the person that's always there, by you being the person that's constantly reminding about the different services and why your company or the services that you offer is what's needed, then you're ultimately going to get those referrals from that company. Because before you actually start visiting these companies, you better make sure, first of all, that they actually refer patients, to home health agencies. You're not going to try to, launch a marketing attack on a company, and then all of a sudden you're expecting some senior patients, Medicare patients, to be able to be referred to you, and you're marketing to a pediatric physician, right? So you want to be able to make sure that you're marketing at the right person, but never ever give them the donut right ahead. Allow them to want the donut, to want to hear your information, so hopefully, guess what? You can give them the donut. And if you continuously keep on coming back, well, then it works well. And what I typically do is I will give the donut to the person that actually listens to me, right? Is it the gatekeeper? Maybe. But when you're marketing out there, you want to find out who the right person you need to speak to. Typically, you may talk to the gatekeeper, and that gatekeeper is actually the one that refers patients, from the doctor's office to home health agencies. Or that person may not be that person you need to speak to. So what amazing thing is, whoever gives you the time, whoever actually is the right person to speak to, that is who you're going to give the donut to, right? And that's what's important. And a lot of these staff members will say, well, how about me, right? It's that wanting something that they never could get. And when that happens, well, then guess what? You know what? Next time I come by, I'm going to make sure I bring you something as well. It gives you the opportunity to set up the next time that you need to visit them. And ultimately, if you're starting a marketing system, and if you work with us at Home Health Success Academy, we can actually detail what you need to do every visit that you have and what to present. Well, that allows you to keep on coming back. You need to be able to future pace the person to make them realize that you are coming back, and you're going to keep on coming back to potentially get that referral from them. So, this is just one quick tip. And, one thing I like to write is that you can have those little notes. I don't know if you've heard this before, you've seen this before, where the word donut. So you can say, put a message here, do not forget to call me when you have a referral, right? Or don't forget that I will come by to bring you more donuts because I'm a great person. You want to be able to build a relationship ultimately in any marketing. You may have the best products, you may have the best giveaways, the best pens, the best packets, no matter what. But then if you don't have a great service and if you don't have a great rapport with the person, they're not going to give you time to actually be able to speak to them, to be able to present to them. And that is what you ultimately want to be. So just wanted to be able to give you guys a great tip. Remember, home health marketing is not hard at all if you know what you're doing. Give us a call, 630-340-8990. Visit our website. Make sure you go to YouTube, enter home health marketing, home health marketing on your YouTube search. Guess what? We are, Home Health Success Academy is the #1 YouTube channel for home health marketing. Make sure you click, you subscribe, you like our videos, and we hope to be able to see you guys in our upcoming seminars, in your area, or try our online marketing events that we have as well. We provide great training for you guys to be able to be great marketers and to build up your agency to get more patients. We look forward to hearing from you. You guys have a beautiful day.